The Ministry of Transport now says it will cost the country about 1 billion shillings to repair the damage on the railway caused by the floods in April of this year. The flash floods, which killed close to 70 people, also destroyed the railway infrastructure and paralysed movement of goods between Mombasa and Malaba, as well as neighbouring countries that depend on the railway. Brenda Wanga gives us an overview of the extensive damage in Kijabe.
More than a month has gone by since that fateful night in April that have changed forever the landscape in the Kijabe catchment area and downstream in Maimahiu. 70 lives were lost in that tragedy. But beyond the loss of lives, the floods also left their imprint, albeit negatively, on one of the country's key infrastructure installations. The meter gauge railway along the Kijabe-Longonot route bore the brunt of the force of nature unleashed through the floods. The path carved by the waters as they moved downstream can be clearly seen weeks after that tragic occurrence. The force of the floods and the landslides that came with them was so strong that in some places it cut off sections of the railway. In other instances, the waters washed away land under the railway and left the line dangling in space, quite literally. This tragedy, the ministry says, was not entirely caused by acts of nature.
A problem we are facing because of environmental degradation and climate change. If you look at what's happening up there, there is a massive destruction of the trees. And this has gone on for so many years. And you can see the impact now when it rained. You can see the stumps of the trees, the destruction that has occasioned in this area because of destruction of the environment. And therefore, as a ministry, we want to say that coupled together with the problems we have in the road infrastructure,
the destruction on the line and the roads in this area has had a far-reaching impact on the local community and beyond. The railway line serves as a crucial link between the port of Mombasa and Malaba for cargo transport. It was also part of the passenger train network serving Kisumu. These services now in abeyance, with cargo including fertilizer, maize, cement and other transit cargo remaining stranded in the port of Mombasa. This, the ministry says, is causing significant delays in the supply chain and affecting businesses that depend on these goods. The ministry is looking to the National Treasury for sufficient budgetary allocations to enable it to quickly carry out the needed repairs.
This is massive. We haven't done completely the complete cost. But it's in billions, you can see. Even this one bridge alone, even if you were to construct a normal bridge, you would not be talking of, I've been told by the engineers, you would not be talking about anything less than 1 billion shillings. So all this is serious. And so they are doing the assessment. You can see even access and so forth. So they're doing their computation. It's going to be quite sizable amount of money. If you put it together, as I told the country earlier, there's the summary of the bridges and structures that have been swept on the roads is now about 30 billion. That's not to talk about the road restoration. Now in the railway side, you can see it is also massive. And this is only one area, Rironi to Longonot. We are still doing further assessment elsewhere to make sure that people are safe also. We make sure that we provide proper information for people living downstream.
Repairs on sections of the damaged roads and railway lines in the area have already begun, but the ministry says the hard work of restoring the broken links will take a whole lot longer and a much higher cost. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.